Starting. Okay, we're live. Let's see. Testing audio. Okay, we're live. Let's see. Testing audio. Okay, we're live. Testing audio again. Testing audio again. Okay, it's working. We are live. This is the Vegan Carburetor. What we do here is we watch Vegetable Police's latest upload, but today we had technical problems. And his video did upload just a few minutes ago while I was trying to fix the technical problems. But his video does not sound very interesting. Let's see what people say here. Here's Big and Jerry. Increase the volume, yeah. Yeah, I have to do that. I've been having volume problems. You missed all that. Yeah, I could go on. No, you can't do it from there. Man, well, that reminds me. I got videos to delete. Really? Gee. Having computer problems too. There's something wrong with my computer. Stream today. Let's see here. I shall check all this, and then I will just privatize them. Okay, now we move on. Who wants to watch this? It's 14 minutes talking about how to build muscle. Well, is there some secret? And of course he knows it again. Speak a little louder, yeah. Yeah, I could do that. But yesterday was good. It was actually too good. It was too loud. But yesterday, it was actually too good. It was too loud. Sounds good to me. So there's a problem somewhere. I don't know where it is. Oh, how about this? Is this what, right here? Yeah. This is, that should be better. Or maybe here. I see that now. Yeah. Okay. That should be better. Let's see how many people we get. We got more people here showing up. Who wants, I'm going to ask for the third time, who wants to check out this Vegetable Police video? Or post your own comment, you know. What do you think he will say in that video? Okay, I'm going to get into... Let's take another look here. Okay, that water fast video from yesterday. That was kind of boring. How to, you know, here's a guy who said he was going to water fast for 2 days, every week after doing it once. And then he tried to do it in the next week. Hmm. You know what happened? He found it difficult. I told him it would be difficult, but he's the expert. Well, no, he's not an expert here, but now he makes a video tutorial about how to do it, how to water fast for 48 hours. Well, no one should be listening to this guy who's doesn't have experience, and he's not successful with it. But that didn't stop 8,000 people from watching his video. I've been having technical problems for a long time now. And that's why, over the weekend, I took action. That's why I look and sound so much better right now, until something goes wrong again. I'm using OBS Studio software, and it's worked fine for I've used it like 15, 20 times. And it's worked fine. So over the weekend I went out and I made a rare purchase. I bought something new instead of used. Top of the line Logitech webcam. Take a close look here. Let's increase the lighting here. The C Jeez. The C920 Logitech HD Pro webcam. That's it right there. The word pro is for people who don't want to run into technical problems when they're on the air with a big audience. I'm not chatting with a relative somewhere. That's for consumer quality. That's what consumer quality is. So yesterday it worked perfectly. Then today I didn't change anything. I just continued on. And then when I was live, I noticed that the light on the webcam was not on. And I had no video, but I had audio. And I think I unhooked it from the computer and plugged it back in. And then I had video and no audio. So it's pretty clear it's the webcam that I just bought. And that's usually the case. That's what happens. That's one reason why I don't buy new stuff. Because when you do that, you're really just taking your chances. The stuff's untested because it's new. Used stuff works. It's proven the test of time. So what am I supposed to do? You can't just go out and get a used one. You do it on eBay, that'll take many days. I wanted it right now. I took action and look what happened. I did nothing wrong, and now this has hurt my channel. I can't afford any more problems on my channel, which is why I went out and bought this. Comments. It's HQ Gary, high quality Gary. Right now, yes. You can't return electronics, you know. You can return electronics, you know. Says happy days. Well, happy days. I got news for you. I'm on the air right now. The damage is done. I tried 3 times. Dude, look at this. This is my channel now. 3 videos that failed. And people tend to blame me. They've been doing that all last week, which is why I went and bought this new equipment, which has been now a big disaster. Next comment. Buy from Best Buy. They have a good return policy. I got a return policy. I bought one. Bought a return. Well, I won't. Yeah. That was like a 2-year policy, but I'm not going to need that. Am I? While I'm ranting, and someone has brought up Trump, I want to bring that up again. But I also want to know what you want. Yeah, do you want to watch the vegetable police video? It's maybe not. There's other things to talk about. And people have been saying that they want more variety, and so do I. We can do that, but there's so many things to do. But a few hours ago, I just happened to catch some news. I've been avoiding news, and I remembered why. I'm now afraid to turn on my TV over here. Really, I just don't want to do it. I know that people can't stand politics. A lot of people. And is that the reason why I got so many thumbs down on my video from a few days ago? I just want to know why the thumbs down. I want to know what people thought of that video. What exactly was the problem? Because I made the video so that people wouldn't be bothered by it. So I want to get the thumbs down, but I got them anyway. Why is that? Can somebody tell me? Let's see. Happy Days is big. Oh, now, what do you mean the damage is done? What damage? Well, I look like I don't care about my channel. I look like I'm not putting in the effort when I'm putting in a huge amount of effort. Did a lot of studying on what camera to get. Deacon Jerry, he said the thumbs down was from Trump trolls. That could be people who showed up who don't usually watch my channel. But I don't know about that. Well, let's find out. Is there someone out there watching this that gave that video a thumbs down? Just tell me why. You were overthinking it. Don't sweat it. Overthinking what? We appreciate and see your effort. We, you haven't seen it. You don't see what happens behind the scenes. That's something. People would be surprised to know what goes into becoming a successful YouTuber and all the technical stuff. The news. I'm not going to tell you what the news was, not just because it probably bothers my audience. You come here for vegan stuff, ex-vegan stuff. You don't want to hear politics, but there's another reason I'm not telling you, because I've gotten kind of numb to it, but this stressed me out. This was really angering. But I'll tell you yesterday's news, what I was hearing yesterday. More news about voter suppression. Literally, people, they don't want you to vote. And they are actively trying to stop you from voting. I had my own troubles once when I moved 6 years ago. Switched states, and it's like they're trying to make it so that you're just not going to be able to vote. There's so many things they do. More comments? Not today, but no, but we see the results. It's obvious you take this very seriously. Yeah. I was reading somewhere. Well, I was getting some comments. Maybe it was just from Anarcho over there, who said, someone said, learn. You got to learn some technical skills just because there was a technical problem. Okay, here we got some political comments coming in here. Conservatives understand African hunting is completely wrong. Trust me. Antifa needs to calm down, but I need a break from ethnic cleansing talk. I don't talk about that. But it's weird he mentions African hunting. I'll be making a separate video about that. I want to get it just right, get it edited perfectly. So I don't want to spoil it. James Woods tweeted strongly against it. Voter suppression is real. That is correct. It is real. I want to see if people don't agree with that. Do you realize? I wouldn't have realized how big it was unless I watched political news, which a lot of people don't do. You would have no idea. It's really happening. Conservatives are who are doing this. Democrats just don't do this. Liberals like me, we don't think that way. I read my video was about getting people to vote. More people should vote, not less. Not only do conservatives have gerrymandering and other stuff. Yeah, I'm real tired at this point, so I can't think very clearly. Oh, my neck is really tight right now, and blood's not getting to my head. Oh, oh, oh. Oh. I think I should sit down. But aside from gerrymandering, I forget the actual details about how they're doing it, but I think it's some southern state. There's so many different ways they do it. Like they've increased the rules for being able to vote, and technicalities, and they're doing something down there in some southern state, which clearly would affect black people more than other people. Also, there's in some places in the U.S. They just do their own thing. It's like a different country in some places, where it's like the mob is running things, or the mob is Republicans. They just passed some law where you have to have you have to have a home address. That was it. That's what they found out yesterday. And there's a lot of people that don't, for various reasons. That's real. That's sick. That wasn't the thing that really angered me. Well, when I heard that last night, I got numb, and then I had to just move on to something else and not think about it. And then today, it just, oh my God, it's crazy. It's weird that I lived for 40 something years not knowing all this stuff. It's not new, but I think it's increasing. And now it's in the White House. This is new. We have never had this happening at this level. And the big midterm election is in 4 weeks. And I am worried. You realize lives are at stake, not just animal lives, but animal lives are at stake, and abuse. Our country has never seen this situation before. This is a true disaster. It's hard to use words strong enough because people have been using these extreme words. Let's read some more comments. Conservatives don't want us to vote vegan. And Democrats don't want us to vote vegetarian. Quite hard to vote on my end. Democrats. That's that guy who I'm just not understanding. The Patriot Act is going hard. Yeah, I remember that. But that wasn't as bad as, well, oh, the Patriot Act. That's a different thing, though. Jerry says we're brainwashed from an early age in this country. I think all governments do that. Yeah. See, like in North Korea, we hear their government tells them a bunch of lies that the world's against them. And it's not their fault at all, and that's just not the truth. And they tell them that they're the great country. All governments do that, and ours did too. But we always believed, well, in our case, it was the truth. It turns out the United States is no better than all those S-hole countries. It's the same thing. But for some reason, the government just never went to extremes. They wanted to keep the secret. But now with this president, he doesn't care. He is showing us that our country really isn't great. It has no foundation. It can fall apart easily. And not just from within. This country is falling apart. But also, other countries are deciding our elections. And on top of that, we can't do anything about it. Nothing's being done. That's why it's just more important than ever for us to vote. We're going to need big numbers to defeat all this corruption. Otherwise, we're looking at some serious crap. You saw what happened on the East Coast last week. You saw cities wiped out. That was just from nature. And climate change, which our current administration does not care about. Trump has stated, I think like yesterday, that his priority is helping workers and helping big business, not in ethics or any ethical things. He said this. And also not our country's position in the world, the way other countries look up to the United States. He doesn't care about that. He said this, not making this up. I'm not twisting his words. I don't think you can own a cell phone without an address. Why not? These people, what they said was a lot of these people have P.O. boxes. That's an address, but it's not a home address. And why would they make a rule on that? It's because we're talking about people, a lot of these people are going to be homeless. And how do homeless people vote? The majority of them vote Democratic. It's just a factual statistic. And Republicans know this stuff. They're doing stuff right out in the open. We see it, and they know we can't do anything about it. The Republican Party's gotten so arrogant with their evil, that they're basically saying, yes, we're evil, and you can't do anything about it. It's the news, I'm not telling you. Okay, more comments coming in. Nothing about vegetable police? Big business. Trump's only priority. It's Trump's only priority. Mostly his business. Really, he's he's getting along with cozying up to Russian killers. He admits that Putin is a killer, and when he's confronted with it, you see his voice and his face change as he goes in to defend his unethical actions. But then he goes, look at China. He literally was dancing with Arabs. The Saudis, which have recently made news for being corrupt in some way. I can't think of what it is because there's so much crap. But guess what? Trump just had the FBI raid the offices of San Juan City because of what he calls corruption there. That's that city that was hit by a hurricane, and the mayor criticized Trump for his lack of response, and dozens of FBI agents just stormed their offices. Meanwhile, his corruption is right out there in the open, and no one's doing anything about it. He's he's put judges in these positions to block anyone from coming after him. He's immune from the law, above the law. Well, what's going on there? Video unavailable? Looks like I lost my video here. What the heck? No, we're probably still good. Let's read some comments. Nothing wrong with helping workers. That is correct. But he's doing it at the expense of everything. When in the 90s, there was a president that showed you can help workers and help the environment and a bunch of other things all at the same time. And that was Bill Clinton. And he was a Democrat. Will you ever see times like those again? Hopefully I can super chat you when I get my new debit card. Google is blocking me, sorry. Thank you very much for any support that you give. Yeah. Kasey is bouncing around. Said he was on welfare. Yeah, he was. That was a long time ago. He's definitely commercializing his channel. Yeah, he doesn't hide that fact. That he said that he's about the money. Yeah. Last time America were not friendly with Russia. Didn't work out so good. That guy's back. Okay, I got somebody who is playing devil's advocate with the devil. And so that's good. That means I can have a conversation with this guy and do it live to show everyone that I can take on anything live. Trump cannot do that. He's never going to go under oath. He's never going to talk with the FBI. He said a year ago he'd love to do that, but he's not doing it. Okay, so live. Didn't work out with Russia. What do you mean? It has worked out fine. We've never been at war with them. Right now we're in space with them. It's going just fine, but we can't trust them. Matter of fact, I think we should pull out of the space station. Russia's not trustworthy. Not friendly with Russia. What's going on is Trump is just overlooking everything. He has business dealings with Russia. He gets a lot of funding from Russia. And so he's overlooking a bunch of stuff. Nothing more to defend. Life Regenerator has a video called I Love You, and that's his most popular video, which isn't even isn't even his, maybe? Yeah, it's all about the title. I think Kasey should move back to Canada. Uh-oh, Trump found him. Trump found who? The 50s through the 70s seemed absolutely insane in American Hollywood. America in Hollywood. If that was when we grew the most. What do you mean in Hollywood? That's the end of the comments. Yeah. Oh, there's one more thing I wanted to do. Let me check here. Something different here. Oh. I noticed I'm losing some viewers. And I think I know why. Yeah. Let me do some adjusting here. Light capture. Okay. These are just a bunch of ideas I've written down. Mental health crisis. I'd say that's only gotten worse in the last year since I wrote that down. Let's see. Fur company sends a vegan to prison for the T word. I don't want to say that word will get me demonetized, which is another rant. It's not fair what's going on. Let's see. Vegans actually, wait a minute here. Yeah. Evil seems to be winning. And then you never hear these stories again, and then you forget about them. But that guy's probably still in prison. Yeah. These are video titles of videos that I never made. Here's one, vegans actually did something. They turned police around on abusers. Turn the police around. Yeah. Instead of going out there and protesting and getting arrested, they called the police themselves because we're on the right side. This is a nation of laws, but they're not being used very well. Okay, vegan carb man debates an expert who says fat doesn't cause diabetes. See, what was that? I don't remember that. But there's a lot of experts out there saying that. It's probably Berg. Okay, some of these I want to keep secret until I make the video. These are good ideas. Paleo. Oh, that's another one. Don't want to spoil it. Disney steps out of the fantasy that meat eaters live in. How about that title? Would you watch that? They're all about fantasy, creating a fantasy world you step into. I know a lot about this. But they've stepped out of it. And it has to do with meat. Yeah. Do you know what I'm talking about? Have any examples about that? Let's check the comments. Two watching. I think I'm gone. I think I've lost my video. Live stream. What exactly is it? Video is unavailable. I'll try refreshing. Maybe I lost my internet connection. I think so. Okay, I've got my connection. So thumbs up. Anyway. And don't share this video. Just, yeah, that's it. Something's wrong.